of using handouts in the classroom. So the first one is used as a recall aid. In other words, a reference. So when the lecture is finished, the students or the audience can refer the handout for recalling information. Secondly, the audience can focus on understanding the points and figuring how they apply instead of busy writing notes. For example, if I were to give you a handout right now, would you even listen to what I'm going to say? No. You would busy looking at the handout and probably making little notes. Am I right? And then another purpose is to save note taking. Exactly. You would busy looking down on your phones or laptops, writing notes, taking notes, right? To stimulate thinking and to guide and stimulate reading. So, for example, when you don't have a handout, when I don't give you a handout, basically just talking, you would busy writing and listening instead of sometimes you don't even remember, right? You just simply listen and then you forget.
Hi. So I'll be doing on the advantages and disadvantages. So for a handout, the advantages is usually a handout, it will be filled with a lot of explanation. Like there's a lot of text and graphics and figures that you can refer to without having to see the lecture slides in front sometimes. And apart from that, it is also used as a reference in case sometimes we students are not aware of what the lecturer is saying in front. We may be lost, what did she say, And we have to refer back to our handouts again. And the disadvantage is sometimes the handouts that is given has too much information in it. So sometimes we'll get confused and we'll be like, what does it say, what does it mean? And then sometimes it's too expensive to print in a lot of quantity, and sometimes the presentation can become boring because we refer so much to the handout. We just focus on the handout only and we don't focus on the lecture, because sometimes the lecture explains something that is not in the handout and then we will not be able to focus on what the lecturer is saying. So yeah, and we might lose some points of the thing that she's talking about.
Okay, I will be presenting about when to use handouts and how to use the handouts. Okay, when? So, we have two options, before and after. Okay, before is when if you want your students to take notes. For example, you give out the handouts and then you want the students to add up more information from your presentation and to their handouts so that they could refer it again in the future. And then after is if you want the students to concentrate because they might get distracted by the handouts. For example, when you give out the handouts, students might lose their focus and just focus on the handouts, just like when Naufal said it. They would just focus on the handouts and then just ignore the presentation because everything is on the handouts already. Okay, so how to use it? Okay, first you have to select the most important information that will support your presentation, and the others you can just do it verbally. And second is to choose appropriate and interesting graphics so that your handouts would be more interesting and more informative, and students won't get bored of it. And third one is to keep all of the information organized and simple, so your handouts won't be hectic and sweet. Okay, thanks.